Artificial intelligence, the AI, has the potential to address some of the biggest challenges in education today, innovate teaching and learning practices, and accelerate progress toward SDG 4. However, rapid technological developments inevitably bring multiple risks and challenges which have so far outpaced policy debated and regulatory frameworks. To talk more about the artificial intelligence in education, we are so pleased to have with us today Professor Ahmed Al Hunaiyyan. He's a faculty member of Information System, former Dean College of the Business Studies. So hello and good morning.
Good morning everybody.
It's really interesting to know more about the artificial intelligence, especially let's talk about the 12th International Conference about the artificial intelligence. What is it all about?
Yes, I participated in the International Conference of Information Technology with a theme of Internet of Things and Smart City.
Yes.
It was really interesting. It was held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And many scholars really participated in this conference, presenting their research outcomes and presentations in regard to, especially now we are not just moving into the digital transformation era, it's even more now we are getting into the artificial intelligence in everyday activities in our lives, along with the cybersecurity and the threats that people really are concerned about.
Well, so it was in Malaysia.
That was in Malaysia.
Wow. So how long is it was actually? How many days?
The conference was on 13th of December, 13th to 15th, which includes paper presentations and as well as workshops, so people would have a hands-on experience on topics related to the conference theme.
So let's talk more about the most prominent, let's say, topics and the scientific topics were discussed during the conference.
Well, when you talk about IoT, which is Internet of Things, you definitely will consider issues such as artificial intelligence, because when you talk, when you just think of computers and technology is all around and moving, getting into your house, getting into schools, in the streets, in the environment, it's everywhere. So you are talking about sensors, you're talking about smart devices, so you are talking about what's called Internet of Things. And behind this, there is an issue also, was a theme of the conference, is that all these issues, all these devices and technologies and data must be secured. So the cybersecurity issue was a major theme of this conference.
The cybersecurity, because the most, let's say, common, let's say, problem we actually have it all in this world. So let's talk about the most prominent participants in this conference.
Well, many participants, really, there were about 4 keynote speakers. They invited them from different universities around the world. And one of the key speakers that really took my attention, really, and he raised a very important issue, Dr. Abdullah Ghani. He's a Malaysian and he was the Dean of College of Information Technology and Computer Science at University of Malaya. So his talk, I mean, I just want to say that his talk, he presented issues related to cybersecurity, in which one word I cannot forget. He said, we are in danger, in which threats are moving towards our devices, our systems, and AI itself is developing some threats as well, because they develop codes, threats to invade systems. So we have to be very considerate. Issues related to cybersecurity must be raised, must be considered to filter all these threats.
We're going to talk more about how.
So he said we should be very careful. So he's saying I cannot forget that, really.
Well, it's really scary actually to know that the artificial intelligence is a little bit risky and danger. So tell us more about your scientific participation in this conference.
Yeah, my topic in the presentation was education and artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And my research focused on the perceptions of the benefits and challenges, barriers of using AI in the field education. So the research which I really led the research, I have participants with me, authors, Dr. Salah Sharhan from IUK, Dr. Fawaz Al from Abdullah Salam University, Dr. Sheikh Al Ainati from Public Authority for Applied Education Training. We were a team, a research team who really participated and consider this research and get the output. So the topic was whether our students and our faculty and teachers really see the benefits of AI and integrating AI into day-to-day activities at schools, at colleges and universities. And there were results that most of them, I mean, if we say like in a Likert scale of 3.5 or more, means that yes, they would like to consider having AI in education with consideration of the challenges such as the security, the privacy, the ethical issues, and the cost of technology and the complexity of using this technology. But again, these technology becoming like social media applications. Everybody is now using these things without really the depth of knowledge and experience in using these applications.
Well, it seems really a deep topic were discussed in the conference, Professor. So what are the most prominent applications of the artificial intelligence in the education? As you mentioned, a lot of people now using the artificial intelligence, especially the students now, they do the mathematical, let's say, equations, they can solve that. So tell us more about that.
If we talk about AI applications in education, I would consider two aspects. The tools that students and instructors or teachers use, and the tools that researchers use. If you talk about students, and this is a really issue, is using ChatGPT along with Copilot for Microsoft.
Yes.
These tools can answer any question for students, can give you any plan, answer, do your assignments, and develop your presentation.
Write an essay, a whole essay.
Write an essay and give you a complete plan of projects, business,
so this
whatever.
is good or bad?
This is really, I see it, this is positive. On the other hand, educators must be educated and trained to not only to use these tools, but to orient and direct the students of the benefits of these tools and assess their feedback, and let the students not only get the information from these applications, but give their opinions and presentation. And put your input. So we are encouraging in that sense self-learning, which should be part of the educational process in every day-to-day activities, and critical thinking. When students get information, they can evaluate these results, link it to their objective of the question, and give their feedback and present it to students where other students can participate and comment and give the feedback. Now I am creating an engaging learning environment.
That's amazing. So you are, let's say, saying that we have to teach the teachers the skills of using the artificial intelligence that can really help the students in their exams or their studies.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying now. In instructors and teachers graduating from education schools, they should study these tools. They should understand the best practices of using these tools, because technology is moving. AI is getting into everywhere, so the proper use with ethical considerations and other issues must also be raised and considered alongside with the benefits.
So as you mentioned, the education, the artificial intelligence can be involved in the education sectors. What are, let's say, other scientific fields can the artificial intelligence used in?
Well, AI is getting into everywhere.
Exactly.
If you are a designer, AI is there to design your home, to design your materials. If you are a social media influencer, content creator, AI can develop your videos, your voice, your segments of topics, your marketing scheme, your I mean, it's getting into all aspects of life.
Even the healthcare.
The healthcare.
The robot can actually do the whole operation.
Exactly. Now we've heard that an operation has been done by a Kuwaiti surgeon from China to Kuwait. The patient is in Kuwait. I just heard this today, which is telemedicine, teleoperations, using all these AI devices very precisely to really conduct these kind of operations. So AI is there. We have to cope with this, and we have to understand the benefits and the algorithms and a lot of things. The more data, the more clever. I mean, if you look at ChatGPT 1 year ago and you look at it now, it's totally different. It's
different. It's like a human being, actually.
Because and the problem is, are these devices and technologies will be smarter than human being?
This is the question.
I believe yes.
Oh my God. So it's going to be really dangerous in the future, as you mentioned at the beginning.
Yeah, that's why we have to consider all issues related to this usage and raise them within students and instructors. I mean, this has to be, that's why when you have a technology, don't just take the technology as it is. You have to consider all issues related, educate users before really deploying that technology.
But as you mentioned about the operation between Kuwait and China is really going to ease the lives in the future. Like imagine someone who he or she cannot travel, but while she is in her country, she can do the whole operation.
You can benefit from all experts around the world, all surgeons to do these operations. This has been an issue a long time ago, but now with the AI and the tools it's been developed, and the smart algorithms that's been also used, and the data, the depth of data allow these things to be very smart.
We can see in the social media about the robots actually being trained to defeat, let's say, the country or so on. Do you think it's really can happen in the future, that we have
I think in the future you probably will not be on this chair. There will be like a robot or someone who takes your role.
Hologram, maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking about the role of humans and the displacement of humans in certain jobs, which is going on now. I mean, call centers, chatbots, answering questions, marketing, a lot of these systems and devices are replacing humans.
Wow, that's amazing. It's really interesting, but at the same time, we have to be careful with the future, let's say, artificial intelligence, not to be smarter than a human being. Thanks to Professor for being here and talking about this really interesting topic.
Thank you.
Big thanks and appreciation to our dear guest, Professor Ahmed Al Hunaiyyan. He's a faculty member of Information System, former Dean colleague of the Business Studies. Camping in Kuwait is a social habit that Kuwaitis have been accustomed to for decades. So let us know about the tips of camping to help you enjoy the season and from this following report. So let's watch it together.